I think that it was a just verdict tempered by mercy.
A jury decides to put a woman behind bars for a deadly drunk driving crash. Terri Elmore is going to prison. The same jury that convicted her of intoxication manslaughter yesterday sentenced her today to 8 years behind bars.
Local church leaders Jackson and Barbara Boyett were killed in that crash in November of 2011 where Elmore was driving drunk. Chris Ottagi joins us live outside the courthouse with more. Chris?
Terri Elmore is a mother of 5, and her defense team argued that probation would be appropriate, but the prosecution told the jury that the moral compass when it comes to drunk driving in Travis County is broken, and they had a chance to make an impact, and then that impact was delivered.
Ms. Elmore, you are sentenced to serve a term of 4 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice in count 1 of this cause and in count 2 of this cause. And ma'am, you're to serve those sentences consecutively.
4 years for Jackson's death, 4 years for Barbara's death. Elmore is going to prison for 8 years. Before being officially sentenced, Elmore very quietly said to the judge, quote, "I'm very sorry, sir. I'm very sorry for the accident and all the commotion and destruction in everyone's lives. I'm very sorry and appreciate your time and the jury's time." Afterwards, the new pastor at the Boyett's old church said they got what they wanted, even though, based on Travis County's reputation, they weren't expecting it.
I think that it was a just verdict tempered by mercy. We wanted her to do some prison time, and this was more than we expected. Travis County does not have a good track record when it comes to sentencing drunk drivers who kill people.
And after the sentencing, Elmore's attorney, James Erickson, mentioned a couple of those cases. He mentioned Gabrielle Nastande and Madeline Rackley, 2 cases with similar type elements in which those 2 received only probation. He said the jury obviously didn't see the context of this case, instead made the decision based on what they felt was right. We're live at the Travis County Justice Complex tonight. Chris Ottagi, KXAN News.
All right, Chris, thank you. This sentence comes after some state lawmakers called for tougher punishments in DWI cases. The case of Ethan Couch sparked outrage earlier this year. The North Texas teenager was sentenced to 10 years probation for a drunk driving crash that killed 4 people. His case spurred Lieutenant Governor David Dewhurst to call on a state Senate committee to study the way Texas courts handle these DWI cases. We spoke with one of the senators on that committee, John Whitmire. He's a Democrat from Houston. He told us he does not support making a sweeping change based on one case alone. He would support changing the deferred adjudication process for certain first and second DWI offenses. Whitmire's idea is to require counseling and the incentive to have the DWI removed from the record. Whitmire said he believes some offenders do not get the counseling they need before they go out and reoffend.